Hey, what's up? Hello. This is weird. I'm talking to a camera. No one here. Thanks for taking your time out to watch this bit of a random thing that I've decided to do. As a lot of you know, my name is Sarah. A lot of you guys have found me through my younger sister Jess. In that, a lot of you have sort of asked me questions and have said that you don't really know who I am. So thought I'd answer some questions. Got a list here of the questions that you guys asked me on an Instagram photo a couple of days ago, and I'm just going to go through them. So first question that popped up a lot was, would I ever live overseas and where do I want to travel in the world? I 100% love to live overseas, and I do have plans to do so. To be able to live in another country and experience their culture would just be such an amazing and incredible thing. Just to see how different life is compared to our own country. Where do I want to travel? Like, everywhere. I really want to go back to the States, explore some more of their national parks. They're just so amazing, I can't even explain. Excuse me. As well as going down to like South and Central America, my dreams. So yeah, that's what I've sort of got on the cards planned. If I could. Oh well. Next question. If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Now, if I could answer this question, not have to think about any sort of restrictions like weight gain or health or any of those sort of things, cheeseburgers. McDonald's, no pickles, always ketchup, cheeseburgers. What I would do to get a cheeseburger on some days, but they are great. If I had to choose something that I could eat that would be semi-healthy, I'd probably have to go eggs. I eat eggs every day. I could eat them for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Number one is cheeseburgers. Always. Next question, a couple of different questions that sort of were around this same topic, and it was, how do I stay so positive? Do I have any advice for people feeling insecure or depressed? Being a positive person is something that I've been working on personally for the last year or so. Everyone, no matter who you are, you always get those down days, and I sure as hell do. I get those days where I wake up and I'm like, nah, it's not happening. I can't get out of bed. I'm just not doing today. Let me go back to sleep and I'll try again tomorrow. I do get those days. However, for me, the people that I'm working with, or the person that I might be having lunch with that day, or just someone that I could be walking by in the street, might be that person that's having the down day where they didn't want to get out of bed and they did. Even, you know, just giving them a smile or giving them a compliment, that could be the one little thing that changes their day around and just makes them feel a lot better. And I think that's kind of awesome that one person has the possibility to do that to another person. In terms of, do I have any advice for people that are feeling insecure or depressed? It's easier said than done. Trust yourself that there are better days coming. One of my favorite quotes, how wonderful it is to know that some of the greatest days of our lives haven't happened yet. And to me, that is just awesome. That's just like, there's stuff coming that I have no idea about. That is going to be insane and wonderful and super fun, and you just have no idea what's coming. You may be having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month. You're just having a bad run, but you've got to push through those times just to get to those awesome days, because they're definitely coming. The next one was something that was in a couple of questions as well, and it was based around religion and Christianity, and asking if I am a Christian. We were brought up in a Christian family, went to Sunday school and youth group, and sometimes went to church, and I went to a Christian school in high school. You know, a lot of you that do follow my sister and Gabe as well will know that they are so open about their faith and their religion online. I admire them for how they do that. For me personally, that's not the path that I am on at the moment. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in it or that I'm against it. I'm living my life for me at the moment, if that makes sense. And yeah, I don't really know how to answer that sort of any more than that, I guess. On my own little path, just doing my own little thing, and I'm totally cool with that. So yeah, Jess has asked me, what did you want to be when you were 10? And there are a few questions about what my dream job is. When I was 10, look, I was really cool. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer, just like, you know, the rest of kids I knew at that stage. You go to, you know, see the dolphin show and you see the tricks that they do, and it's super cool and exciting. You're like, I'm gonna do that one day. And I thought that I was 100% going to do that. I was like, yep, I'm gonna learn how to train them, like get a job at SeaWorld. I'm a dolphin whisperer. I can do this. But as I've gotten older, I now would much rather work with marine animals in their natural habitat and out in the ocean and out in the wild rather than in a park such as SeaWorld. As for my dream job at the moment, I don't have one. I have no idea what I'm gonna do as a career, and I kind of like that. For me, it's more about living in the now and doing some random adventures and traveling, and that's sort of where I'm headed. So who knows what I'm gonna end up doing? Well, I'm sure it'll be awesome. This is probably one of the more random ones. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? I hate to admit that I actually spent like a little bit of time thinking about my answer to this one. I think I would much prefer to fight 100 duck-sized horses because I would be freaking scared of a horse-sized duck. Can you imagine the beak on that thing? Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe ducks might be slow at running, so I might be able to run away from it. But yeah, at the moment, I'm going for 100 duck-sized horses. Next is from Jess Elford. Now, Jess Elford is my sister Jess's best friend, and she asked, how many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth? Well, we're not gonna find out today. Sorry, Jessie. No, not doing that. We don't have any marshmallows. 7. That was gross. I don't really like marshmallows. They're so sugary. I couldn't even swallow them. But that was 8. Okay, last thing that I'm sort of wrapping up into one big answer. There was heaps of questions about my sister and Gabe, which is totally cool. That's awesome. What did I think of Gabe when I first met him? What do I think of Jess and Gabriel as a couple, and do I miss Jess? I do miss her. She is my baby sister, and it sucks not having her here, you know, to be able to chat to or to be able to sing with or just to go for a drive somewhere. That part I miss. However, at the moment it just sort of feels like she's on like a bit of an extended holiday. I was living at a home for a few years, so I'm used to not being around her all the time. She's on the other side of the world. Of course I miss her. What do I think of Gabriel? I think he's dodgy. Nah, I'm kidding. You know, when you play the game The Sims, you create your character and you create your character's husband and children and all that sort of stuff. If I was to create a sim to be Jess's husband, I don't think I could create a sim that would be at the level that Gabe is at, if that makes sense. He is literally perfect for her and he treats her exactly how she deserves. And, you know, I know he would give her the world if he could. So I'm very, very grateful that that is the person that my sister has married. What do I think of them as a couple? I just absolutely adore them. I love who they are online, because who they are online is who they are in real life. What you see is what you get with them. Their honesty and how open they are about everything. They are their complete selves with you guys online, and I think that's awesome. I'm extremely blessed to be able to call them both family, and yeah, I love them both very much. I think that's pretty much it. There was obviously a heap of questions. Thank you so much to those of you that did ask me questions. Thank you to all of my friends that asked me some stupid questions. Yes, Georgie, I do smell my stinky feet often. Hopefully now you guys have more of an idea of who I am and what I'm about, I guess, and you can make the decision as to whether you want to continue to follow my weird life or not. That's totally cool. But I've got some exciting things coming up this year, and hopefully I'll be able to share them online for those of you that want to watch, and yeah, let's just see where all of this goes. I'm excited. So thanks so much guys. I'll catch you next time.